It feels great. It's been a long time coming for me. Playing my 11th game, I think. So I've been knocking at the door a couple times, but feels really good to finally get one. And the guys have been great, super supportive. So that was a great moment for me.
What's it been like? Did you said this is your 11th game here at this level and coming off of college career. What's it been like the transition from the college game here to the pro game?
It's bigger, faster, stronger. The biggest thing that I've noticed is everybody's so smart. The way that guys think the game out there is just next level. Everybody's got great sticks, just make super smart plays with the puck, away from the puck. I don't think speed is much of a difference, but ultimately everybody's just better. It's that simple.
Zack, this game is coming off again for win yesterday. This is a game that doesn't mean anything in the standings, but you guys are still trying to just continue to fine tune things, I guess, before the playoffs start. How did this game go in your eyes?
Yeah, like you said, like it doesn't mean anything in the standings, but it still means a lot. These games, it's almost like a fine tuning now for playoffs. We know we're going to be in playoffs, but we just have to make sure that we're playing the right way going into playoffs. We want to make sure all our details are right. We want to make sure we're doing that fine tuning this weekend and then leading up to the Ontario game. Even though they don't mean anything in the standings, they're still big games for our team to make sure that we're ready for playoffs.
And San Jose coming out with this one, there's some good intensity in this game. A part of that, I think, this time of year too, is you're in the playoffs, is making sure that nobody gets hurt. I mean, that's how big of a factor is that, making sure that these teams that are out are not trying to take your guys out.
Yeah, it's just part of the game as well. Injuries happen. You don't want to play scared because you don't want to get hurt, because that's usually when you do get hurt, is when you're playing scared at the end of your stick. So I think you just got to go out and play your game, and if something happens, it's just it is what it is. It's luck. It's hockey. If the injury happens, then you just got to go battle through it as a team. We got a lot of guys here that can replace anyone in the lineup. We got 5, 6 lines of guys that every single guy could be in the lineup on any given night. So I think we'll be ready for a deep playoff run.
I mean, you say that 5, 6 lines ago. That's something you guys haven't really been able to say this year. So how nice is it to kind of have this time where it seems like you got full complement of players to choose from?
Yeah, it's good. It adds competition. Practices have to be high paced. Execution in practices, games. Everyone wants to be in the lineup. Especially, we got 1 game left until playoffs. We've had the entire year to show off and show what you can be made of for moments like this leading into the postseason. But it just adds competition. So guys have to be ready to every single day, practice, game, whatever it is. It's good to have that amount of guys just for that reason.
Do you feel like the competition to get on the roster and that it really elevates your motivation to perform and to want to be in that lineup and be a contributing factor to this team?
Absolutely. I mean, I didn't come here to sit in the stands. We're all competitors. We're all professional athletes. Everybody wants to be out there competing. And ultimately, at the end of the day, having the talent that we have around here, especially guys coming down from Vegas, is only going to make us better. That competition only raises, like I said, the competitiveness of practice, which makes everybody better. And that's what great teams are made of, and it's really priming us for a good playoff run.
I guess one other question I'd like to ask Connor too is, when you were deciding to, where you wanted to come sign and try out with the team, what was it about this organization, the Gold Knights and the Silver Knights, that was desirable for you to get that opportunity to be out on the ice and do what you
Right. Well, like you said, the biggest thing I was looking for was opportunity. And there was a number of teams across this league that were having the injury struggles that Henderson was having. So that made a unique opportunity for me. And then, that was step one. And then I started looking deeper, coaching staff, how does the organization treat the players. And by all accounts, this is a first-class place. And that's what I've experienced so far. So I think I made the right decision.
I guess the last thing I'd ask is just, as you kind of alluded to, you got a week before your next game. It's against Ontario. You're gonna have a week before that, and then of course the playoffs start right after that. What's the next week look like for you guys? Just coach, it's gonna be kind of some rest and some making sure you guys just in your eyes, what do you guys need to do to prepare for the playoffs next week?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely at the start of the week, get rest. Not 100% sure what the schedule is quite yet. Definitely probably have a day off tomorrow, and then see where it goes from there. Rest is important at this time of the year. Everyone's kind of got nagging injuries, even minor stuff. It just changes the way you play. Maybe your stride you just don't extend as well, or whatever it may be. So rest is important. But then we don't know when our next game is after Ontario. For all we know, it could be Tuesday. We could be flying out straight from Ontario, or straight from here against that game to Ontario to Abbotsford, Bakersfield, wherever we may be in playoffs. So we'll just have to make sure that throughout the week, as soon as practice hits that first day, we're ready to go. Make sure that the intensity's there, the execution's there, the compete level's there, because we do have one more game left, and then it's playoff time.
Now, is it nice because you have one game before the playoffs start? You know, if not the season regular season doesn't end for you guys. Say you have a week, you have a game, and then playoffs. Is that nice to have at least one game in there before the playoffs start?
Yeah, definitely. Because there's some teams that don't have any makeup games, and they might have 2 weeks off now. So just staying in games and staying in game shape, staying in kind of that mentality of, and just like having that like fine touch, the details. You kind of only get that playing games. It's tough to simulate it in practice. So it's definitely nice that we have that last game in there before the playoffs.
And the last thing is, just you don't know the team yet. We don't know where you'll be going for a preference or who you play. I mean, there's some potential matchups that you could be facing, or just is there, from your guys' perspective, does it really matter, or you just like to see one team over another?
Yeah, it doesn't really matter who we play against. Yeah, like we just have to prepare like we're going to play any team. It's not so much about the team it's not so much the team that we're playing against, but it's more about ourselves and what we're going to bring to those games. So I think there might be a couple guys that hope we play this team over another team for whatever reason that may be, but we'll be ready for anyone.
Well, the two teams that we might play, Colorado and Abbotsford, I haven't played yet, so I can't comment.